Greetings, sippers and shooters, lovers of liquor. Nate and Morgan, Liquor on the Rock.
Welcome.
Back with some more content. Usual things. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, hit the notifications, leave a comment, tell us what you love, tell us what you hate. We are still on our Game of Thrones roll. I hope you all have been keeping up with the show.
Well, try not to do any spoilers, but I'm pouring one out today for some lost folks.
Not as many lost folks as I would have expected.
Yeah, but there was one I wanted her to live.
Sure.
That's the only hint I'm giving is that I wanted.
But also, if you haven't watched the episode, you're not a true fan. So, spoilers. There's not a spoiler at this point. You know, keep up. It's your fault.
All right, so we are still heading south in Westeros, and which honestly also brings us to the two whiskeys I have been looking the most forward to. Starting off, the one done for House Greyjoy of the Iron Islands, produced by Talisker. Talisker is does a lot of the kind of peaty scotches, things like that. They are they're considered like an island style, but kind of bring a little closer to an Isla style, which we'll be getting with the Lannisters next.
So this should have some nice peat in there.
I'm hoping. It's what I'm excited for.
You know that we love the peat around here.
Yeah. All the Game of Thrones whiskeys, the ones for Greyjoy and Lannister were the two that I was excited about the most. Of course, all of these are owned by the same folks who make Johnny Walker, so you may have tasted some of Talisker and Lagavulin in some of their Johnny Walker blends, but Talisker and Lagavulin are big enough on their own to have a cult following all of themselves. Lagavulin, of course, has its 16-year-old, which, if you're a Parks and Rec fan, Ron Swanson's drink of choice.
And mine.
It's delicious.
But I liked it before that show.
Yeah, true. And I've only seen bits and pieces of most of the episodes. There's definite peaty smoke on the smell.
Yeah, a nose not dissimilar to Lagavulin, actually.
A little saltiness, which this is one of the few that I feel really fits the house that they chose. Talisker's set right up on the ocean there. Greyjoys are a seafaring house.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
It's good stuff.
Definitely peat, definitely smoke, but not too. You still got that nice caramel middle.
And I gotta be honest with you, it's still pretty light. I mean, obviously they wanted to be able to have as much of this to sell to make money, so they weren't producing anything too hefty. Cut it with enough water and whatnot to be able to have some to go around, but I think they kept a lot of the great flavors of Talisker in there. Honey, a little bit of spices, the saltiness, the dryness on the tongue, which happens.
Yeah, I don't really remember what Talisker's normal offerings taste like, but I could definitely drink a ton of this.
Talisker 10 is great. Talisker Storm, special edition ones. It's a non-age statement one. Is also very good. Pardon me. Good. Went down the wrong tube.
Let's get a quick special guest tasting note. Come here, chef.
We're
Jason Aldis, executive chef at Friday Harbor House,
and a noted Talisker lover.
A good palate.
Yeah.
I did stop by the Talisker distillery a couple years ago when I was in Scotland.
Yeah.
And it's a special place, just sitting kind of on the rocks, on the water, and when they talk about the sea spray basically hitting the distillery, it's true.
Get that salinity, that ocean breeze.
Yeah.
And that Talisker is 45%, and that's so far been the highest proof one we've come across. The only higher proof one I believe will be the Tyrell one from Clynleash, and I think they did that almost at 53. So.
Give us your chef opinion.
Yeah. This man cooks our food. He knows what he's doing. Pouring this one out for Bear Island.
Pour it out for Theon. Spoiler!
Yeah.
Spoiler!
Yeah.
He's dead!
I haven't watched it yet, but
You're welcome. You're
anyway,
welcome.
But who
It's your own
really
fault.
cares if Theon dies? Am I right?
right. I love the salinity,
Yeah.
the balanced smoke. You know, it's not overpowering, but
Yeah, it's not gonna scare someone away, you know.
yeah, it doesn't come across super hot, like a 45%. You know?
Yeah.
It's
So far, one of my easiest ones I would want to regularly sip.
Awesome. Thank you, Chef.
yeah.
Oh, don't go away too far. We got the Lagavulin coming up next.
Okay.
Yeah.
Talisker.
Alright.
I'm into it.
Yeah, I would drink that one regularly.
Oh, I've been waiting. Lagavulin.
This one for House Lannister. Now, on a personal level, I felt that the flavor would have been better for Starks, kind of all that warmth, peaty, smoky, kind of hearty sort of a scotch.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, argument can be made for the richness of it being a better fit for House Lannister.
Yeah.
This is a Lagavulin 9. Again, as I mentioned earlier, the Lagavulin 16 is a standard offering. It's honestly it should be a fixture pretty much in any bar you go to. It's kind of like a good scotch. Everyone knows Lagavulin 16.
It's true.
They released an 8-year-old as a special edition, and that is still available, as well as yearly they do a Distillers Select, which they do some other fun things with it.
And I like these, like the Taliskers, the Obens, the Lagavulins, who can be kind of thought of as like stuffier, older, traditional scotches. I like that they're playing with this Game of Thrones. I like they're doing the Ron Swanson release.
Oh yes, there's an 11-year-old Ron Swanson release that will be coming.
It shows a little bit of changing with the times. And I'm with that. Scotch, not just for old white dudes. Oh, it smells good. Oh, it smells good. Yeah.
Drink that off so you can get yourself some of the Lagavulin.
Going in.
Go for it. It's sweet. It's cinnamony. It's honey. It's spices. I'm not getting a lot of the peat off the nose on this one.
Not off the nose. It's there in the mouth. Tastes like.
All right. We're gonna get.
Burnt stick.
Oh wow! Yeah, there it is. Holy
Good
moly!
one.
We'll get Jason back in here around the corner once he pours himself a glass.
That's crazy. It seems very smooth
Yeah.
on the nose, and then immediately you get that char, like take a bite of a charcoal spicy briquette. Man.
All right. Go for it.
Go wrong.
It doesn't smell as smoky as the Talisker does.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Once it hits your lips, it's so smoky.
Definitely, yeah. Not on the nose, but on the mouth. There's that almost burnt, driftwoody, little hint of, forgive me, a little hint of plastic. Something you kind of come to expect from some of the heavily peated.
This seems to have kind of almost an apple pie.
Yeah.
Nose.
There's like spices and
Yeah.
honey and
Yeah, there's the baking spices and honey, touch of baked apple.
It's a lingering smoke too on the finish. It sticks around. That does taste like a Lannister.
tastes like a Lannister. Jason's being all proper wine drinker and spitting after he drinks a drink. If you ever go to a tasting, don't be put off by the fact that people spit. It's normal.
I prefer swallowing.
Makes everybody happier that way.
Man, that's good.
Mm.
I think that I could drink more of the Talisker
Yeah,
because
I think
what I like about the 16 Lagavulin 16 is that it's really blended nicely, and it's kind of a package of everything at the same time. This one is kind of like a little of this, a lot of this, a little of this, and then a lot of this.
And for me, now that the Lagavulin sat for a little bit, I'm getting almost like an over-roasted nut flavor. Like,
I wonder what. I'll get a touch of water in there and see if that.
yeah, what is the percentage on that guy?
46.
Okay, we're going even higher. Start at 45.
Yeah, it's almost like dark roasted, I want to say macadamia nuts. Like,
Yeah. Forgive me, I'm just going to see where this one's going to end up. Now, regular Lagavulin 16 spends a good amount of its life in sherry casks, and I'm just wondering if this 9-year-old just really hasn't had any time to be in that sherry because we're not getting any like the fruits, the stewed fig sort of raisins that you normally get.
Yeah. Yeah, I bet that's what's happening. Ooh, that's still good though.
Yeah. There's a little bit more like that kind of sweeter flavor on the 16. It's definitely mellowed out a little more.
Not velvety mouthfeel.
Yeah, the 9's still a little bit hotter, a little punchier, but it's still good. Can't go wrong.
It's great. He's great.
All right. Well, thank you for sticking with us. We've had some technical difficulties recently of getting our videos uploaded to YouTube, and hopefully with this recording we'll have gotten those figured out. So you'll have a backlog of videos to watch with our rum and our first 2 other Game of Thrones videos, so make sure you check those out. And thank you very much for watching, and really appreciate you coming by. And you know, we got a couple more episodes left of Game of Thrones and only a couple more whiskeys left to go, so
Who's gonna die?
who's gonna die next?
I bet everyone.
Yeah.
I feel like what they've done is they teased us and they brought us up to this battle scene of the last episode and kind of
Oh, the Night
didn't
King.
deliver
Yeah.
much at all. So I think this battle with Cersei is gonna be fucking epic.
Yeah.
I think people are gonna.
Who's the true Mad King? I think it's Cersei.
Ooh, I think people are gonna die.
Valar Dohaeris.
Valar Dohaeris.